With regard to the current administration, it's essential that people be able to criticize it.
Of course, and just the idea that one might not be able to criticize it is something interesting and new. It seems like the hive mind is in favor of Obama largely. This is very different from the situation with Bush, where criticism was constant, mostly deserved, and high volume. And that's fine. They called attention to some things that Bush was doing wrong. Maybe they were a little over the top in terms of the criticisms laid out in some cases, but for the most part, probably not.
Now, here, though, it's baffling because in virtually every respect, Obama is repeating all the mistakes and evils of the Bush administration.
Well, one of the most obvious,
them.
one of the most obvious is putting Petraeus back in charge of the war, which was a huge shock to me that made me laugh a little bit in a sad, dark way, because, I mean, that's Bush's general. Obama has taken all of Bush's things and run with them, just about. Yes. I mean, there were a ton of campaign promises that I was pretty keen on. Things like decreasing oil dependency or shutting down Guantanamo.
That hasn't happened.
Which, of course, that hasn't happened. None of these kinds of promises have happened. He's done a few things, but most of what he's done is hype and not help in practice.
Yes.
I mean, if you take the supposed health care bill recently, it's not actually a health care bill. And while I'm sure it will provide insurance to some people, health insurance, health insurance is not what we need. Health insurance is the problem.
Yes, it is.
Health insurance is broken. It's the health insurance companies that need to be reformed in some way.
And in fact, now, all of the proponents of that bill are admitting that premiums will still go up.
The thing they said when the bill first came out, of course, was that premiums were going to decrease or stay the same.
And they even said that by the massive increase in spending of this bill, they would actually decrease the budget deficit.
Yes, I was a bit confused about that, and then I think I read that they said that it would decrease the budget deficit by taking some money out of Medicare and end up not spending quite as much money in certain other areas as it might have otherwise. Something like that.
Well, now,
so it wasn't actually saved money as much as not spent money.
Yes, well, now it's definitive that even that won't be the case.
Right.
The Congressional Budget Office, right after that bill passed, issued a revised estimate. I wonder why they didn't issue it before, saying that in fact, no, this was going to be a big drain on the budget.
You don't wonder, you know. It's a shame that our political system has turned us so cynical. And I don't doubt Obama's intentions are better than Bush's, probably. I think that Bush's aides were probably a bit malicious, people like Cheney and Rove.
Well, I think all of these high-level figures, Bush, Obama, they're figureheads. One man can't run this kind of apparatus by himself. Obama may be a little bit more intelligent than Bush, or what I suspect is...
But yeah, the force of public opinion is with Obama in a way that it was never with Bush.
But what I suspect is they're about equally intelligent. It's just that Obama has rehearsed his speaking skills a bit better than Bush.
I don't think that. I think Bush was actually quite dim-witted. Did you see the W movie that came out a while ago?
Yeah.
It portrayed Bush as a fairly sympathetic man who was stuck in an untenable situation with power-hungry and malicious individuals on all sides. And I think that's pretty accurate. He was way in over his head. I think Obama is smarter than that. That doesn't make it better that he's doing what he's doing. In fact, it might make it worse.
But
I
it's
think,
also his advisors.
Oh, of course. It's more than just Obama himself, of course.
But just as you could blame Karl Rove and Dick Cheney, you could blame someone in the Obama administration. It's just not as transparent who is behind all these machinations.
Funny that we would accuse the Bush administration of being more transparent than the Obama administration.
In a way, it is.
Well, you could assign fault more easily.
Yes.